nothing made a sound. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, too much oomph. Mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Got it!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, Michel. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. They're able to find Dorsett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Easy. Got it.
Breeze now on 1st down. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
95-56, 95-56.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Left side, it's Dorsett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Got it. 36. 11.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Breeze now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Enough takes to start you out a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And now out come the Bills. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, then the spin. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the ground, this is Ware. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll check this one down to Michel. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now this time, Allen will throw. Buying time to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Michelle. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Easy. Ready. You ready? Yes.
Breeze now on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
4 down. Let's go.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run it here. Whoa. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throw with Allen, flushed out right, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Bills will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He can't get him down to Michel on the screen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to set.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll run it here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Over.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they worked Their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air to Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Over!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
And that'll set him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. They come up in an offset eye.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Shift, watch the shift.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
Detroit! 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 Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. I got it.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
They'll try to run it in. Michel. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, go down, go down. Check 3, check 3. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
No, check.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Bills are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. There he goes inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A second down throw here for Mariota. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And, Charles, you know what coaches always